Right, it's day 3. I wasn't going to make a video today, so it's just going to be a quick short update. Change of plan with this Timothy. We're going to TED it twice today. It's 10:30 now. We're going to try and get back to it about 3 o'clock, and we're basically trying to speed up the process here a little bit. Got a chance of rain coming in on Friday, so we're just going to try and speed it along a bit. We're going to turn it over once now, go off, do some other ground, come back to this, turn it again. You might take a day off the making of it. Someone's been out and topped the runway, so the runway's been done. Keithy's just on his way. We're going to have both of us going. I worked out we've got 70 feet of tedders, which is 22 meters. We're doing about 50, I think it's 55 acres per hour when we're going. So yeah, covering a lot of ground fast. So we're going to turn this over, head off somewhere else, and then we're going to come back later and TED it again, and we're looking to speed the process up. I can tell you this has changed overnight. Look how crispy that is. We might get that tomorrow. If we can turn that twice today, we may end up baling that tomorrow, and that'll bring us a day forward, and we may get everything baled up that we need to. So we've got to check. The best thing to do is turn it over. We don't go TED until 10:30, 11 o'clock, just because you got the dew on top. So we'll let the sun burn the dew off first, and it's still green under there, I can see. So we want the sun on there, and then we'll turn it again, so everything gets done twice. Right, we're going to get to it. We're back on the 7716, so that's what we're going to do today. Also later on I will take you into the sheds and discuss. It's all right making the hay, it's keeping it good throughout the year. So we do a lot of work inside the sheds to keep the hay good over the months all the way to the winter. So we've always got a good stock of hay, because if you just dump it in a shed and leave it, it'll go bad. And it's all about how you keep your hay as well. So it's not all in the making. The making is a job on its own. You're always reliant on the weather, but you've also got to store it well. So it's two parts to it. Anyway, we're going to get on with it. We're going to get this done. We'll come back at the end of the day and show you the sheds. So we've had a bit of a change of plan. It's 5:45 at night. Me and Keith have been tedding all day. We were going to come back to these Timothy fields halfway through the day and ted them, but the sun has baked them so quick that the first field, which was cut first, that was ready to go. So the balers are over there now and baling and packing, and this field isn't quite ready yet. What we've done is rode up the outside. Basically the headland always go off a little bit quicker, because every time you turn on yourself, the headland in essence gets ted twice, whereas the field only gets ted once. So we are now tedding it is 5:45 at night. It's still 30 degrees, but I'm struggling to see my line a bit because we've already ted it once today and it's a bit difficult to see now. Apparently the packer's a little bit behind the balers, so I don't know if they're stopping tonight yet or not. They may end up in this field in a moment. Keithy ted this one this morning and I ted the one by the runway. Won't be any drone footage today, but there will be baling tomorrow, so we should be able to get the drone up tomorrow. So we're going to ted this field out, then we got to go. We may end up taking the tedder off here, leaving the tedder here, and then start pulling trailers home. Been a beautiful day, really nice, no wind, 30 degrees, 31 it got to at about 4 o'clock. The farmer's over where the cows are. They're round baling that now, so we're gonna have some round bale hay, and that'll be some lovely hay. That was ready. Now we got some other hay ready for tomorrow. This field will be ready tomorrow. Things change quickly, so the farmer came up and rode around and had a look, and he was happy with it to go. And what you can do, even if there's still little bits of green in it, and I'll show you this when we get back to the farm, is we've got some massive fans, and it just, if it isn't 100%, you can still get it off. We're a little bit worried about this rain on Friday and Saturday, so we want to get as much in as we can before the rain comes. If it comes, you know what it's like. The time you don't want it, it will come. So it says 30% chance. Whether we'll get it, we don't know. But this is our only Timothy, so we want this off before we don't want this going bad. So we stick these fans into the stack, and we'll continually blow them for 2 or 3 days, and that will continue the drying process in the bales. This morning we were, I've got blisters all over my hands. I've got a time lapse of me and young Andrew. Basically we ran out of meadow hay, so a farm up the road said they had some. It wasn't the best of stuff, not what we would call good, but you know, it was good enough, and it means we can still sell to our customers that way. But they were in flat 10s, so this morning we put the packer on, me and little Andrew, 500 bales repacked and put them into packs. And now I've got blisters. Oh, it was yeah, not fun. But we got it done, it's all right. Anyway, right, that's it. We'll probably come back tomorrow, or if some machines come over, we'll see you in a bit.
You are my pill, I swallow it. Take me away to Neverland, where colors fade my disbelief and make me forget my memory.
What do these knives do then, Colin? They pull the bale in, do they?
They just do that. Bring the hay in to the chamber.
And what's it, broken off or just?
No, it's bent, isn't it? I don't know whether you can see that. It looks like that's bent, which is what that bolts to.
How's it come off then?
He took it off.
Oh, he took it off.
Clunking and banging onto this bit here.
Oh, I see.
This piece. He's bent over.
Yeah.
And that's it. You ain't got a bloody great hammer in there then.
I've got a hammer.
Hit that back.
Well, these guys will get it sorted. They're gonna crack on with that. Those John Deere balers are just really bad. There's constantly always something with it, and it's just down to cheap metal. They really cheaped out with horrible cheap Chinese metal, or whatever metal they used. It weren't strong enough. But anyway, first breakdown. There'll be many more. Right, we're gonna go. What we're gonna do is gonna unhook this tether off, and then we're gonna go and grab some trailers, start towing them back. Those guys will work on that for a little while. Just took the tether off. Super easy to take off, nice and simple that is. And we'll be coming up here first thing tomorrow anyway to go tedding. So we'll leave that here, and that means tomorrow we can bring an empty trailer with us in the morning, which makes sense. We can take a full trailer home now and probably bring back another one, because I can see they're still going out. You can see it in the far corner there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. They're quite far, a few fields over. Colin and Andrew are sorting that baler out. They'll get that sussed. Just looks like a little bit of just where that, I don't know what it's called, like a claw, where that claw gets bolted onto is bent really easily. Really shouldn't bend like that. They're going to get that sorted anyway. Sun's coming down, it's 7 o'clock, so looks like we'll be not a late one, but it'll be getting on before we're finished. Trailer's strapped up, ready to go. We're going to take that back to the farm now. I think we got some sheets to put down. Lynn's still packing, so we'll have to bring another empty trailer up and come and pick another trailer. Oh, hang on, phone's going off. Right, I don't know if you can see me, but it's been a bit of a crazy night. We're oh god, we're just pulling the last load home now. It's 10 o'clock. We got bit carried away. Bit carried away to say the least. This is the last load coming home tonight anyway, so tomorrow we'll have a good go at it tomorrow. We've got TB test in the morning and then we'll get cracking all day again tomorrow. We finished up the day last night about got home about 11:15 last night. We didn't do too badly. We got 3,000 odd bales in, 3,200 something, it doesn't matter. We've still got plenty of hay down for today, so the machines will be going flat out today. There is a bigger chance now tomorrow of rain, so we will be probably round baling more than we were going to, but the small bale machines will be going constantly. This here is a reactor from last week we tested half the herd. This one here got a reactor, so this one will be taken away. We've got 2 inconclusives as well. They didn't tell us at the time, but we've got to go back and get them because they want to take those as well. We are testing today as well. We're testing the last, I think it's only 30 or 40 cows to test today. So, but we've got to go to 2 different locations to test them. So that's what we've got to do first thing. Then we'll be going out on the tedder. Then we'll catch up with the machines and be towing trailers back later. The farmer will be getting the trailers ready. Got to get the shed ready at the back to unload the trailers. And I was talking before about it's not just making your hay, it's how you store it as well. So we will take great time and effort to store our hay, so it's always good, even when it comes to, you know, April, May next year, we're still in the shed good. We'll put sheets up all the way along the back. This hay here is, so the first block is, that was the May hay we made. We will just keep adding to that. We'll put a sheet down on the floor so no dust gets underneath. You got to keep the rats off because the rats will make horrible mess of the hay and straw. So we have to put rat traps down, rat boxes with rat poison, and all that has to be recorded and logged in a book somewhere. You can't just throw it in willy-nilly. Yeah, it was a bit of a crazy afternoon yesterday. One of the balers packed up about 6 o'clock, and so Colin had to go an hour longer than he probably normally would. So we normally end up finishing up around 9 o'clock, but last night was a little bit different. We had one of the trailers at another farm, so we had to go and get that. And yeah, it just you know what it's like. Time just gets away from you pretty quick. It's going to be the same tonight. We're going to be out till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight. It'll be the same. Right, where is everyone? I'm the only one here. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We'll have to get bikes ready to round up the cows, TB test, then flat out haymaking again. We've just had something in the post. I had to get my camera to show you. Now, we weren't looking for gifts or anything like that, but I guess the people at Coon saw our review on their baler, and they've sent us some hats. And what else? We've got 1, 2, 3 hats and some goodie bits. Got some pens. What we got here? Oh, memory stick. Sweet, I can use that. Keyring. Hey, so thanks very much from the people at Coon. What do you think of my new hat? Cool, huh? Yeah, big thanks to Katie at Coon for sending those. I wasn't expecting it, so yeah, thanks very much, Katie. We are now just going to head up to sort the cows out for TB test. Then we've got a mad day ahead of us. I'll explain later. Let's go. Come on, Ed. Go Go on, up you go. Yeah. Off you go. Off you go. Off you go. Go on.
Come on. Get up.
Come on.
Still the tag on both of these.
Yeah. Go on.
Go on.
Come on. Get up.
1674. Yeah. That's fine. Put your head up. Or you gonna go forward? 1680. Yeah.
All good.
Yep.
What is with... Why are the flies on you, Bri?
Bit, yeah.
Oh. They're loving me. Right, so first part of the test went all clear, so that's good. We now got to round up these guys. Don't worry about the grass in here. They haven't got much grass, but what's going to happen? We've made some round bale hay next door, so these guys will have the run of 3 fields then, and they won't be able to stay in front of the grass. And we'll come in here, top off all these horrible weeds, and yeah, they'll be happy because they got some nice grass to go on and a bit of different. They do love it when you put them into a new field. You know, something new for them, stops them being bored, I guess. The vet was just explaining about reading the lumps. So the first time she comes, she'll jab them in the top part of their neck, and then once in the bottom part with 2 different needles. And basically, what you're looking for, if the top needle goes bigger than the bottom needle, that's fine. But if the bottom one goes bigger than the top, that's not fine. Depends. If it's small, it comes as a inconclusive. If it's big, then that's a reactor, and that's when you have to think. So we've got the cattle box here just in case. We do have a reactor. We got one on at the farm already, so better to have it than not. Brian's just come in on his quad. I'm going to unload the quad and we'll round up the cows and get them in. And the vet will read these ones, and then we can go home, and then we got to go and make hay. Yeah, lots to do, but we'll get round it. Use this bush as a funnel. Go on, Ed. Go on. Go on. Get up. Easy as that. I've just stood right in a big one. Ready, mate? Once we pick these bales up, the cows can run through these fields. Me and Bri can put the gates away. Bri's the man. He is the man you want around your cattle. He says something to them. I don't know what quite he says, but he says something and they all go in. Bri's worth 3 men on his own. Yeah. The 2 cows that are inconclusive, we got to go and load them up, and they got to come back as well. When you doing that? I don't know. Yeah. It won't be today, I can tell you that. Yeah.
We could have loaded them up the other day.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying because they don't tell you, and then they send you a letter. Oh, you got to bring them as well. No. Right, I think we're back on. Yep, we're on. We're back in this second Timothy field. It's been a crazy morning. We had to put the gates away after TB test. TB test went well today, but the first test didn't go so well, so it means you're back testing in 60 days, which we sort of thought that might happen anyway. We had 1 reactor, 2 inconclusive cows. So the reactor, we had to pull the reactor out, and then they let us know that they want the 2 inconclusives afterwards. So we've got to go and round up the cows again and get the 2 inconclusives out, because they want those as well. Really annoying. It's always a busy time of year this year, especially when the weather's with us like now. We've got a lot of hay down. That took up the whole of the morning, so really the machines should have already been here and They should already be baling this, but we're a bit behind. So it's going to be a late one today, but we're used to it. We had a late one last night. You just do it, don't you? I mean, we're used to it. It's what we do. Colin's just on his way up. He's going to hook up his baler. I think Uncle Franklin is coming. He's not actually our uncle. He's Ag's uncle. He's the farmer's uncle. But everyone just calls him Uncle Franklin. But that's just the way it is. I don't know. It's mad. He'll be coming with a rake. We always TED before we start baling or rowing. We always TED, fluff it up, and you won't go wrong then. It's 30 odd degrees already, hot. It's going to be one of those days today. A lot going on. Farmers back at the farm. They're getting things ready, getting the sheds ready to put the hay in. Like I said this morning, it's not just about making the hay, it's how you keep your hay as well. You got to store it right. If you store it and look after it, then that's your that's half your battle, is keeping it. So there, what we do is we put sheets all around the front so the rain can't get on the fronts of the bales. We put sheets up all around the sides so that no dust can get in. Basically, you're sort of preserving it in a way. We don't wrap the top. The top we have. We'll do so many bays, and we'll all go up on top. And I'll show you it because it's really fun. It's so funny because the old boys usually lose one of the old boys down a hole. But we put straw on top, and that allows the hay to breathe and doesn't let the dust in. So yeah, and you've also got to set your rat traps up, your rat bombs, you know, your rat bait up, so you don't have rats in your hay either. So it's quite a big thing, and it's why we keep our hay so good. But it's a lot of effort to get it done. Not a lot of people will do it. Most will. I'm sure everyone has their own ways of keeping the hay good. But we will take you through that process on another video. We'll actually take you through how we do it. Yeah, the rake will be up here soon. No drone footage from here today, but they will be going off to a different location later on. We will catch up with them and we'll get the drone up later on, and hopefully we'll get some machines going, because I keep promising that I'm going to do it, but it's just one of those days. Peter's got his own hay to do today, so he's not going to be with us all day. He's here this morning, so he's helping out this morning, and then he's going to go and do his own hay this morning. And yeah, the old man's not feeling too great, so he will be sitting this one out today. I think it was a hot day, long day for him yesterday. He's 80 years old, and he was out there till 9 o'clock at night last night with the rest of us. So we've told him to stay indoors today and don't push himself. He shouldn't be doing the hours he's doing, that old boy. But he does, because he's a farmer. Ooh. Right then, so Uncle Franklin's just turned up on the rake. This is looking very nice indeed. Everything's all crisp. No more green bits in there. That will bale lovely. We've got Lynn. Lynn's just turned up in the packer over this way. The rake's going to come past. I'll show you the machines quick as we're here. Got an airplane landing on the airway, look. Couldn't have timed that better, could I? I need to adjust this rake a little bit, see if we can clear up a little bit more. Just leaving a little bit. I don't know if we can just get her set a little bit tighter. Yeah, we want that set a little bit lower. I'm just going to stop him. We just adjusted his wings a little bit, see if we can pick up a little bit more. See what the residue's like afterwards now. I reckon we could go a little bit more, couldn't we? We're not far away, we want a couple more turns. Here's the baler. So Cole will be doing this anyway, but what we're looking for is a real nice tight bale, and then that'll go in the packer lovely. The packer is a little bit fussy, it likes heavy tight bales. If you've got very soft spongy bales, it will pack them, but you will have issues with the packer, the Arkiston jamming up. We are definitely clean on this pass. I need to adjust that wing one more time for him. Right, I've got Uncle Franklin all set. He's picking up a little bit better now. We are going to go and grab a trailer in a minute. The packer's down here, so we're just going to watch the packer come. So Colin drops all of his bales in a line. Now in the old days, you'd have a sledge behind the baler, and the sledge would lay them out in 8s or 10s, and then you'd pick them up in 10s or 8s, and then put them on a trailer. And the old boys will tell you about, they used to do it in 8s, and then someone had to stand on the trailer and they'd be shifting 2 bales every time someone was loading. But now we've got this, now we've got the packer. Young Andrew's here as well, so Andrew's going to be going with the second baler, and those guys will start pumping out some bales. But Lynn can keep up with 1 easy enough. She can just about keep up with 2 if she's going right. And what happened, all these bales go up into a baler, they'll tie 3 strings around her, and it ties it into a pack of 14, and they sit on our trailers perfectly then, and you can grab 2 packs at a time, so you can grab 28 bales in one go, load them onto a trailer, nice and easy, nice and quick. They stack in the barn beautifully, and it changed the way the guys were doing it at the farm. I was just checking the pressures of the bales to try and make sure both balers are doing the same thing. That there is perfect. Not so much pressure you can't do anything with them. You don't want soft bales though. We're not impressed by this baler at all though. At least it's not eating itself now. That is a cool machine. We love that machine. We had a old one before that. We had it 10 years and the thing was brilliant. The only thing that we don't like about this new one, and our old one was a little bit better, is where it puts the first string on. It puts it very, very close to this edge, and the third string goes on here, and there isn't any real adjustment in moving them. We are going to have them looked at. We're not going to mess about with it this year now, but in the winter next year we're going to look and see if we can move the whole thing, because you have to move everything. You have to move the needles, the tying knots, everything, and it has to be millimeter perfect. So that is one thing we're going to look at, but we don't really have any issues. We didn't have any issues picking these up last year, but it's more of a, you know, it should be centered to the bale, shouldn't it? So we are going to look at that. But our grab will pick that up, no problem, and these bales are lovely and fit. So right, that's it. That's a look at the machines. Quick, we're going to go and grab a trailer now. We're going to head back to the farm with it so the farmer can unload it, probably head up here with another trailer, and we'll start getting these bales back. We've got some round bales going at some of the other fields, and then later on we're moving up to one of the other farms to bale some more. And then tomorrow we got a 50-50 chance of rain, so tomorrow might be interesting. But that's why we're round baling a few. We need a lot of round bales, so we'll round bale all the meadow hay that we can. It's a quicker job, and it doesn't matter if the round bales sit out in the field, because the rain just runs off the side. They'll sit out there for 2 or 3 days in the rain. It's no issues. But they're all getting on well here, so we'll leave them to it. We've just hooked onto this trailer. We're going to take this one back. We put this in here last night. We just ran out of time for bringing trailers back, but because it's been sat here overnight, we just need to make sure. That's all right. Just need to make sure nobody's been in and tampered with your straps. That one needs tightening. We're going to tighten that. We might tighten that front one as well, quick. It's still all hooked on. All the tyres are good, so we're going to take this one back to the farm now, catch up with the farmer, see what he wants us to do next. I think we'll be running trailers for a bit. We might have some other stuff to do as well. Right, I'm just gonna tighten them straps up. So we're back at the farm. We're just taking the straps off for the farmer. Now the farmer's stacking them in the shed. Bales are a little bit soft. They're starting to lean already. But what he'll do, we put sheets up down the side of the shed, stop the dust getting in, stop any, you know, you can't keep it completely airtight, but you want to keep anything off it you can, and it keeps the colour of the bales. Then the farmer will build this tunnel, which will run through the whole stack. We'll add a big fan here, pumping air into the stack, and that will blow through the whole entire stack, and just stops your bales heating up, because your bales get hot off the sun, and if you stick them straight in a stack they'll start sweating. So we'll put a big fan in there, it'll blow through, and it smells like an oven in here. It smells like you're cooking bread, but I don't know, it's a really nice smell when can't explain it. So you can see there, the air will come through here, and all over that stack, stops them getting hot, and stops them going bad. We have these sheets will go up all the way along here as the barn fills up. New sheets along the bottom. These old sheets will come out. These are the old sheets from last year, so they're all going to come out, and then we'll just keep working our way back this way, and that's how we do that. The farmer's the man at stacking. He's the only one that can stack. They've got to go in straight across the barn, which is easier than said than done. We had a few soft bales yesterday. Baler man needed to turn his baler up a little bit. He's just coming through. But once the fan's on, I'll show you how the fan works. We've got a huge fan that runs from the little Ford, will be out, and that's the little Ford's job over haymaking. It'll sit there blowing thing, and we'll move the fan this way as we get more and more hay in. Right, we're going to take this tractor off. We've got to get the teleporter grease up, because Keithy's coming back to get the teleporter. He's going to load. I'm going to run trailers, and farmer's going to unload. So we've got a good little system there. That should work pretty well. It is baking hot. It's 31 degrees. Roasting. Right, I'm going to unhook this and get in. In still packing. Got a beautiful sky behind us. Lynn's always the last here. Young Andrew over there, he's on his loader tractor. What a beautiful evening. I've got to get the drone out. I've got to do it. You don't get much better skies than that. Yeah, Lynn's still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows to do here. Let's have a look at this, because this is different grass, so we're on to meadow grass here. We'll check these bales. Nice and tight. That's what we want. Lovely and soft meadow. That'll make some lovely hay, that will. I love evenings like this. Makes it all worthwhile.
Rent a car you can't afford. Put on a song that we both know. Let your hair out in the wind. Put the pedal to the floor. Flame your lighter, take a smoke. Put your broken rib off, wafers on. Doesn't matter if the sun goes down. We'll still be up, still be up. Don't care about the place we found. We'll still be up, still be up. We're in this together, we both fall down. Doesn't matter if the sun goes up, 'cause we will still be high when the lights out. The time is still. Stay in the daydream, chase the thrill. Make up the way as we go. Live for the moment, lose control. Rent a car you can't afford. Put on a song that we both know. Let your hair out in the wind.
Alright, Lynn! What sort of day you had? What are you up to? Why are you always last to finish? And I've got to say, this farm here and the other farm we were at today are just the most beautiful farms ever. Really, really nice, picturesque farms. You know, if you won the lottery, you couldn't dream it up. We've got a beautiful sunset. Keithy's got a few bales to do. Lynn's at the back there, she's only got a few bales. So yeah, we're just going to finish up here. We're going to tow these back. That'll do for the video. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.